Muslim rights concern, Murik has advised the federal government to restore the burnt houses of Sunday Igboho and Seriki Fulani in Oyo State. Murik, who also advised that cow herders be compensated and also farmers, said it would be a path to peace, adding that the cost would be less than the cost of war. This is contained in a statement issued by the Murik director, Professor Ishaq Akintola. Murik said, the state of the nation demands that Nigeria must begin a national healing process. The situation requires the immediate intervention of President Muhammadu Buhari as a statesman, not as a politician, the statement said. He said federal governments can kickstart the process of national healing by rolling out a comprehensive plan of compensation for all those who lost properties and breadwinners to clashes between herders and farmers. For example, the houses of Sunday Igboho and those of the Seriki Fulani of Igogon, as well as the victims of the Shasha ethnic clash, may be rehabilitated in the interest of peace. Murik retreated its call for farmers whose crops were destroyed by herders across the country and cattle owners who lost their cows with genuine evidence to be compensated. These steps cost a lot of money, but peace building is expected to be expensive, yet it costs less than war. The ravages of war are better imagined than experienced, it's added. Okay? The president himself caused all this problem. He's the one who caused this problem. Even up to now, he's still being quiet. He's not decisive. You only hear from Gabashew, not him. He has not been speaking. The president has not been saying anything. And I'm even surprised that Murik has now, his tone has really calmed down. His tone has really come down, like the way he usually come. Oh, it has to be this, it has to be that. Oh, because of a Muslim, they are marginalizing Muslims in the Southwest. I think he's beginning to have a rethink because he's seeing the handwriting on the wall. And more so, why is it so difficult for police to arrest these herders? Because this is not clash between. It is not. It is a deliberate act. Somebody who will now go to somebody's farm. Do you now call that clash? It's as if maybe the only thing when you say somebody, people are clashing, when they meet at some point, oh, you are coming from this place, this one is coming from this place, and you meet at a neutral ground. That you can call it a clash. Whichever way, it not depends on who looked for trouble or who started the whole thing from the beginning. But when you come to somebody's house, it's just like you say a clash between a house owner and the armed robbers that came to the house to burgle the house. Are you going to be sharing the blames between the owner of the house and the thieves? No, or the armed robber? No. You call it what it is. You are coming to somebody's land to do and undo, and somebody is telling, and they cannot be arrested. And you are now saying there should be peace, there should be a dialogue. If there is peace, for there to be peace, people who are committing atrocities must be arrested first. Then when you want to arrest them, then you now know who is at fault. At the end of the day, whosoever that is at fault will be dealt with. But a situation whereby some people, now the way Gumi, you try to water down the gravity of the offense of this Fulani S-men, that they are called bandits. Now Mietiala is telling us that the bandits that are displayed, or those who are displayed, they are the ones that are not Fulanis or whatever. I don't understand what they are trying to say. Trying to water crime down. Murik is saying that trying to say that they should build the Igbo's house, they should do this and this and that. Well, if you are saying this, is a wishful thinking, because whatever you want, whatever way you are trying to put it, the government is not going to do anything. The Buhari or the presidency, as they call them, won't be able to do anything at all. Won't be able to do anything. They won't do anything. That is where the problem lies. A one-man organization looking for ways to bring terrorism into the Southwest, you will never succeed in the name of Almighty God. Okay, somebody is giving it back to what is this man's name? To the Murik that is trying to bring a terrorism to Southwest, because I don't know why he's talking like this, because this man has never a lot of people do come for him. That's the way he talks. He doesn't talk like someone who is learned, let alone being a professor. This man with a funny face, professor, needs to learn how to address crisis, not to take side. This Murik Nayeye Mano, like Gumi them, is actually asking Buhari to rebuild Seriki Fulani's house because they are planning to bring that criminal man back to Oyo State? Oh, do the Fulani get food, good house outside their town? Is it not bush they live with their animals? Or what the Seriki claim to have, is it not from ransom he collected from people? And his riches came in as gone back to the sources. Let the Fulani produce all the spoils in the south. Well, this Murik man na something else. Who is a very funny person. If you can imagine, we all know that he means Seriki Fulani's house. He just mentioned Igbowo's house to get a public affirmation. The question is, can this government fix anything successfully? For the first time in history of mankind, this man, Murik, said something a little bit reasonable. I hope he would keep it up and not to turn himself to a complete nuisance and religion confucianist of our generation. Maybe Seriki should be living with you, sir. The little Seriki, the title Seriki we do not want in Yoruba or Oduduwa land. You need to be careful of what you say. Yoruba young generation are not playing, Fulani slave. Must you talk? Somebody is asking Murik, the professor, must you talk? He got to talk now. He must say something. He must definitely say something. A professor without sense of reasoning. Just like somebody said that he's just trying to bring Igbo into the whole thing. Nigerians will continue to talk. People will continue to say, those who have a good intention will continue to say it until they get it. Because some people will tell you that they are tired of talking because all the talk, all the solutions being proffered, none of them is being taken. Of course, those who came on the mantra of bringing change, making things better, should have known they should have all it takes, because we are not paying them for nothing. They are not just being paid for nothing. At the end of the day, you begin to tell us cock and bull stories, giving excuses here and there of why you cannot do this, why you cannot do that. Is very pathetic. So giving them advice, honestly, is at times what even baffles me, people will not be begging them. We are begging, no, because they have made themselves demigods. The people, the different institutions are supposed to stand independently, like the INEC, like the police force, like the army, like the judiciary, even um, uh, the National Assembly. They are not independent. That is why we are having problems. If we have institutions that are strong, and that's why some people are of the opinion, and that has been our opinion, that all of these institutions that we have in the country should not be, their leadership should not be nominated or produced by the president, because that is where we're having problem. But some people will still argue with you there that even if they are independent, because of the way the country is structured, the way the country has been going, they will still be manipulated, they will still compromise. But we need to build institutions. If you have institutions that are independent, believe you me, all these people, at least a lot of people to an extent, would have been okay. So guys, leave your comments and let's know your thoughts on what Murik has told federal government.